beonair.com. That's beonair.com. The Illinois Media School and the Cubs. Now that's a winning combination.
And welcome back to Joliet Memorial Stadium for MSFL action between the Twin City Jets and your Chicago Chaos. Chaos leading 14-0 at halftime on the strength of a Michael Schuchuk run and the strength of a Michael Schuchuk pass to George Vitas for a 45-yard touchdown toward the latter parts of the second half. And now ready to hand it off to my co-chairperson right here, Mike Hine, for some halftime scores in indoor football.
Thank you very much. We got some great games going on. The CIF playoffs have started, and the game we're talking about, the CIF first, is Omaha Beef of the Bloomington Edge. Anthony Ionati, alumnus of the Chaos, is on the Beef, and they're winning right now 19-16 at halftime. And next up, we have the Dodge City Law going to Texas, facing the Revolution, and right now Dodge City Law is actually winning 24-21. This will be quite the upset because the Revolution looks like the best team in that division for quite a while. The Bandits are holding on. Sioux City Bandits 24, and then we got the Bismarck Bucks 24-24. Another great game. The Bucks thought they'd have their hands full with the Bandits, and they do, but they're keeping it competitive. Then the last one, we have the Duke City Gladiators 13 against the Amarillo Venom 39. Venom are pretty heavily favored to win in this one, but still a great game. Other sports scores going around the league. The AFL, the Philadelphia Soul is now winning 51-41 in the fourth quarter against the Cleveland Gladiators. The Jacksonville Sharks, the NALs, winning 56-18 over the High County Grizzlies. And the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks are continuing the great season, 51, the Georgia Firebirds 26. Alright, we got keys to the game today for Chicago Chaos. The first one is keep the pressure. The defensive line is doing a great job at disrupting the timing of the quarterback, getting in his face, and causing sacks. They're going to keep that up. They have a great game.
For the Chicago Chaos, the second key of the game is to control the game. Right now they have a 14-0 lead. So basically, shorten the game up. Have some longer drives. I noticed in the first half, the Twin City Jets had a few 7-minute drives. So hopefully if Chicago can take control of the time of possession, they can shorten the game and get out of here with the win.
And key number 3 to the second half for the Chaos, less penalties. I mean, they really helped out Twin City. They tried to help out the Twin City Jets with some costly offsides, so a dead ball penalty to keep a drive going. Just less penalties, gentlemen, and you'll keep the Twin City Jets from getting into this game.
Yeah, they gave them 2 extra chances on 3rd and longs on penalties. One, again, was an interception, or would have been an interception, so costly mistakes.
And David Thomas almost ready for the second half kickoff. We're about ready for second half action. Joseph Gregory joined now by Chris Rouse along with Mike Hine. Also Chicago Chaos second half.
Also wouldn't hurt for Chicago to keep giving the ball to Devion Hodges. Had a big first half with a few receptions and carries out of the backfield.
But Devion Hodges was the real. He was the straw that stirred the drink for the Chaos in that second quarter in particular.
Yeah, 31 yards
long runs.
31 yards on 2 runs. They had a touchdown 2 plays later, so that was a great spark he provided. And all game, we've been king where he's been, because he's been real important to this offense.
Chicago doing a great job controlling the pace so far in this ball game with a lot of the no-huddle offense. That was a big key to Devion Hodges making those 2 big plays, one across midfield and one into the red zone, which allowed Schuchuk to make the play fake to him and get the touchdown.
Yeah, those no-huddle offenses, I was a little worried after the first quarter because there was a lot of fast, up-paced football, but there weren't any first downs or any drives being sustained. But Devion Hodges and the Chaos really took care of that in the second quarter.
If I was the Twin City Jets, I'd be looking for Hodges wherever he is going. Schuchuk is a great athlete, but Hodges is running the show right now. The Chicago Chaos defense has looked great the entire night, other than the mental miscues we keep hitting on. Quinell Johnson looks to be having a great game as always. Nick Olson, bright green number 52. You can't miss him. So the athletes there are great.
The only problem I've really seen from Chicago tonight is stopping Larry Carroll. He's had a few big runs out of the backfield. And also Darren Utley. So if they can control the Twin City running game, I don't really see how Twin City can come out here with a win. So Chicago in a good position to get out of here with the win to start off this season.
And how much will Twin City want to run in the second half, already being down by 2 touchdowns?
That's a good point, Joe.
And the other player really doing a great job is Brooks for Twin City, number 14. You've had his name called. But
Devlin
Carroll and
Brooks.
Brooks seem to be the two main horses.
Yep, Brooks and Carroll have really carried the load offensively for the Jets in the first half. And the wind
Right,
the wind has looked terrific tonight. Forced the Chaos to have a holder on the opening kickoff. And now the ball was on the tee, and now they're going to need a holder again. Like it's going to be Kristen Grantham to do that.
Even the wind is not helping out these poor special teams.
Yeah, big key. I think Chicago got lucky in the first half on the muffed punt. They were able to stop Twin City, and I believe that was the same drive Cornell Johnson ended up with the interception.
Yes, it was. So we're ready for second half action live from Joliet Memorial Stadium. And Thomas has kicked it off. And it's a short kick fielded by number 17.
Ken Luciano Goodman.
Down at the 25. Ken Goodman. He is down and marked around the 28-yard line. Second half starts with Cinematic Costume to come up with this second half Twin City Jets. They made some pretty brash decisions in that first half as far as where to throw the ball, especially when he was under duress from Chaos defenders.
He made some interesting calls, but one of my favorite plays might have been the world's slowest shake and bake he pulled on there by the sideline.
One thing I noticed about Coster in that first half, he didn't really show a lot of confidence throwing the ball. He was going for a lot of dink and dunk passes underneath. And the one time, I think maybe it's a little gunshot, but the one time he did go deep, it was intercepted in the end zone by Cornell Johnson.
The only time he showed confidence is when he's throwing the ball to number 6, Carroll, and number 14.
Right, very few passes have gone outside of those guys.
It's Coster, shotgun formation. Utley in the backfield with him. He throws it across the middle, and that's incomplete.
That's incomplete.
Intended for Brian Thomas, looked like.
Thomas ran an in route there. Coster put a little too much air on it. Actually, almost threw it right into the hands of the Chicago defender there. Luckily, that one fell harmlessly to the turf.
We'll see about this no huddle, how these no huddle offenses react now in the second half. A little bit more huddling now by the Jets.
Yeah, ever since the first quarter, they've been doing a lot more huddling. Trying to slow the game down, get themselves a breather.
I don't think it's a big deal to be rushing to get a 3 and out. And not rest your defense a little bit. Second down and 10 for the Jets.
4 wide set here for Twin City, plus a running back in the backfield. Oh, that's gonna be offside.
Ball start again. It's on Thomas, 15.
Well, there goes our key to the game, Joe. The less penalties, right off the bat, less penalties, and they get a penalty.
You mean less penalties for the Chaos?
Yeah,
Just keep going for it. I don't want to stop. Thank you, Thomas.
Twin City Jets is like they've been in preseason form for most of this game as far as penalties and communication. Haven't been able to get on the same page. We've had a lot of plays when the center snaps the ball and nobody's moving. We've had plays when receivers have taken off before the ball is getting snapped.
People running out the last second on or off the field.
Yeah, like they're really in preseason form on the Twin City side tonight.
Brooks is between the tackle and that slot receiver on the left side.
As Coster gives some directions to Darren Utley, the running back, before he takes the snap and throws it out, and it's low. Throwing it for Brooks.
Third down. Unlike last time, this was a forward pass.
Yeah.
This one is just a bad pass into the turf as he was looking for Devlin Brooks. They were trying to set a wide receiver screen up to the left.
Hey,
and it was set up pretty good. The throw was just not accurate.
Look how far back the wide receiver went, Brooks, for that. He went back about 4 or 5 yards to his own own side before he would start running forward. That's giving up a lot of space.
Yes, it is. So now third down and 10, right out the gate for Twin City. And with the way the Chicago Chaos offense looked toward the end of that first half, they don't want to give the ball back without getting points themselves early in this third quarter. Coster back in the shotgun.
3 wide to the left of Coster as well here.
And they run it with Utley. And Darren Utley is going nowhere fast in the arms of Chris Wilkerson.
It looks like they made the defense adjustments to protect that middle or run up the middle. They were having a heartbeat.
You look at the replay. I mean, it's 3rd down and 10. You're down 14-0. First drive of the third quarter, and you're running the ball with a draw play on 3rd down and long. What does that say about the confidence they have in the quarterback, Matthew Coster, right now?
Well, the reason the wide receiver had run back so far for that bubble is because they didn't have confidence that the quarterback could throw it accurately in traffic.
Wade Crone getting a lot of work tonight. Is the Twin City punter. Almost blocked again. A very good punt.
Oh, man.
Picked up by Grantham way back at his 25. He reverses field at the 35, 35, 40,
Uh-oh.
45, 50,
Oh, what a
45, 40. Got a block at the 30, 25, all the way.
Oh, he fumbled.
Fumbled the ball at the 20-yard line. And Twin City has their second turnover off the special teams of the Chicago Chaos. And it's the punter, Wade Crone, with the recovery.
Last line of defense, Wade Crone comes up with the fumble.
Last line, best line.
Awesome return by Christian Grantham right there.
Great block by Louis Nunez, but right into his own player.
Louis Nunez
Oh,
tried
man.
to execute a block. I don't know if that's the player that was ended up dislodging the ball right there from Grantham. What a return.
And I was about to say that the Chaos got very lucky because they ran into the punter, which should be a 5-yard
This return.
penalty. But all for naught.
Let's see.
Like number
Oh,
15.
yeah, that's a rip. Good rip by the Twin City defender. I can't see that number.
It's number 15, the receiver, Brian Thomas, able to get that ball out of there. So the
Oh, that-
Twin City Jets are getting the ball back almost where they just started at their own 19. Unbelievable turn of events right there. Chaos really could have put this game to bed. They could have held on to that ball and scored.
Yeah, they go from having the ball in the red zone to having the defense back out there. The defense hasn't been out there all that long. Not where they're getting tired, but
And now we have a timeout from the Twin City Jets
again, very early in the half.
as they continue to burn timeouts. Well, next week, the Chaos take on the Ducks live from Solario High School, 7 p.m.
And that is one match that Chaos has circled on their calendars for a while. They cannot wait to get some revenge on the Ducks. Should be a great game.
7 p.m. next Saturday, June 17th. Chicago Chaos football.
Again, this is their first year in this league, so they're really excited to see how they stack up against the competition. This game is going pretty well for them, so they have to have a lot of confidence. They had a great run their last league.
Yeah.
So they're looking to do the same thing now.
4-time champions, four or five, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those guys I talked to them in the pregame. The memory of not winning the championship last season haunting them. They are hungry to win a championship in this new league.
They definitely have some fuel for their fire to make a big impression on this MSFL league this season.
It feels like a topic no one brings up, but everyone knows it's there. You don't
Yeah.
have to talk about it. They have the fuel for the fire ready to go.
So here's the Twin City Jets getting another chance off a charitable play by the Chicago Chaos with that fumble on that punt return. As Matthew Costa brings his offense back out to start at their own 19.
And Carroll's line up right next to the quarterback.
Larry Carroll, somebody the Chaos definitely should be keen on.
3 wide here for Twin City.
Costa hands it off to Carroll. And Carroll dives out to about the 25. Got about 6.
He got an extra 4 yards after contact, so
Second and 4. You look at the replay.
as you see,
He
he'll
was
take the ball and lower his shoulder and bring him along for the ride. If you look, he started the tackle at the 21. I think he'll tackle down to the 24.
it was Levert Smith with the tackle. He almost threw him ahead for about another 3 or 4 yards.
But don't worry, Porter did not feel good when he got slammed down to the ground like that. He earned it.
2nd down and 5 for the Jets. Trying to find some offense to get back in this game. And you have a flag, and it looks like it's going up against the Chaos.
Now, let's see if they're winding the clock up.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
sorry.
a clock.
It's a clock winding.
Yeah, like inadvertent laundry.
2nd and 5. Now we got a flag.
Now let's see what that one is. That could be false start against Twin City, and I believe that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, ball starter number 68.
I believe
D.
it's
Lewis.
the second penalty they have. I believe they only had one the first half. I could be mistaken, but they have it's only been a minute and a half in the first half. 2 minutes in the first half.
Yeah, Twin City has done a good job showing discipline, but unfortunately for them, it hasn't really turned into any points on the board in this ball game.
2nd down and 5 here. Sorry, 2nd and 10. Run the ball up the middle with Carroll. He's back up to the 26-yard line. Knocked down right there by Bradley Nash.
Man, Carroll's a tough guy. He's taking some hits on this drive. He got WWE body slammed on the first one, and now he gets a hard shoulder tackle, and he goes to the ground. But a good run there for Carroll. Sets up 3rd and 3.
Wonder how he'll feel tomorrow after all this
Yeah.
bumps and bruises accumulate. He's a workhorse.
He is indeed. I agree with you.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that the coaches has to put aside and say, please, take a play off. You're on the sideline.
Exactly. And he can do a lot. We saw him receive some in that first half, and as you see here in the second, here to start the second half, plenty of carries already. At least 3 carries in this first half.
3rd down and 4. Costa and Carroll in the backfield for the Jets.
4 wide set.
Hand it off to Carroll. Why not? Stacked up by the Chaos defense.
It looks like the guys are standing the way Carroll wanted to go, and he just couldn't change direction.
Gerard Horace is the first person there to wrap up Carroll.
Yeah, Carroll tried. Yeah, I agree with you. Carroll tried to switch directions there. Unfortunately, the Chaos were quick enough to switch with him, brought him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down and 4 right here for the Jets.
So the most dangerous play for the Chaos is the punt and return.
Yes.
And Matthew Costa dejectedly walks off the field. The Jets will have to try another punt.
We've seen a muffin. We've seen a fumble. So
The only time something happens good for Twin City is when the Chaos try to return punts.
see if the Chaos can get this one right here.
Now Unias is playing the short receiver.
Yeah.
So we switch in positions. So switch it up already.
Here's Crone,
Short
a
punt.
rugby-style Australian rules type of punt, and is down at the 45.
Devlin Brooks.
By
Flag on
Devlin
the
Brooks.
play, where the ball was punted.
We got a flag.
It might be roughing the kicker. We'll see how this goes.
Very possible. I know it was somebody very close to Crone
Yeah.
when he let that punt go.
It was a good play because the punter did a roll.
Exactly.
You don't really see too often.
Right. More of a college trend, actually. As Joe said, it's more of a rugby style play. So let's see.
Rushing.
It
Or
is
running. That's enough for a first down. So this Twin City drive will continue. Like they've had the ball the whole quarter. Except for those 45 yards Grantham had on the punt return.
I don't know about that one. I feel like if the punter rolls, he sort of gives up some of his rights.
They
you
called
see
it.
Yeah.
The penalty's on Nick White.
Oh, I disagree with that one. I think if you roll as a punter, if you roll out, it's sort of like the quarterback. If you run out the pocket, almost to me, or you think because you have to protect just in case he is running there.
The letter of the law does say if you touch the punter without touching the ball first,
Yeah.
you're getting a 5 yards.
Penalty.
Tackling was 15, so looks like that's what they charged him with.
So he talked about having less penalties. Chicago Chaos, another crucial penalty to keep a Twin City drive alive. Like most of the penalties are coming on 3rd and 4th downs when the possession's about to change. So here's another opportunity for the Twin City Jets to finally get in this game as they get first down at their own 30-yard line.
I think that penalty is a little different from the other ones. The other ones have been mental issues. That one was a player trying to make a good play, just missed the ball.
Coach Lump-
Costa, those little swing pass.
That's live.
Is that a live ball to Carroll? The whistles are blowing.
The ball hit the ground and it rolled about right there, and then they whistled for it.
That ball looked like a lateral.
Let's
Look
see.
at the replay. Costa's
see.
going to throw the ball from his own 34 on 24.
That is forward.
That's backwards, it looked like.
But
Very close.
right there, they let the play roll. That's why I thought it was a live ball.
They were instead. The Cats did finally get on it, but it was close. A little break in the action real fast. Omaha Beef is now winning 33-24 over the Bloomington Edge. So go Anthony Ionati, who once again, I'll tell you 100 more times in the podcast, played for the Chicago Chaos for getting his break.
Every time you say Omaha Beef, it feels like you're talking about a butcher shop.
Oh, there's a steakhouse on the block I'm thinking about after this game.
Reminds me of Peyton Manning with those audibles. Omaha. The Omaha Steaks.
Second down for the Twin City Jets. Costa in the backfield.
Wow.
We have another flag.
Man.
This is almost impressive.
Yes, it is.
See,
Impressive.
I like when people go for the record like this.
False start on Twin City.
You know, we talked about Chicago having problems with penalties. I've noticed something about Twin City. Whenever Chicago gets a 5-yard penalty, they turn around and get one as well.
Yeah.
So both teams struggling with the penalties in this ballgame.
They were really good the first half. In the second half, they have just fallen apart.
Yes, they have. I agree. And that's not how you want to play down 14-0. And you've been struggling offensively, and you continue to give yards away.
And the thing about the penalties, the Chaos giving them every opportunity to get back in the game.
Basically,
Second down and 15 here.
Basically negating what Larry Carroll's been doing for them offensively in this game.
Carroll in the backfield with Costa. They send 3 receivers to the right. To the left, I'm sorry. Costa throwing the ball deep. And incomplete. Intended for Thomas.
That looked like a play where he decided where to throw it before the play even started. He's done that a few times we commented. He was in double coverage. It's pretty good protection as the play starts off. You see it looks for half a second, but he throws it nearly right away. And there's a guy over the top. A few more yards, and he's got an interception.
He's had a few predetermined throws like that in the course of this game so far.
One thing I did like about that play, although clearly he didn't read the play, he just threw it in double coverage. That was actually probably his best throw I've seen him make tonight. Now, he made that one with some confidence. He stepped into it, put a good amount of air under it. Unfortunately, too much air under it, and incomplete.
He's not seen to be a fundamentally sound quarterback the way Shuchuk seems to be a little more advanced in that stage.
3rd and 15 here. Twin City Jets trying to keep this drive alive.
More to your point, we've seen more reach from Shuchuk in this game than we have from Costa. I agree with you.
Trips to the left. High snap. Costa brings it down. Pump fake. Like he wants to run it. He will. Stays on his feet and gets to the 35-yard line. Not nearly enough for a first down. About 5 or 6 yards short. And see if the Twin City Jets want to keep the offense on the field or if they want to punt. You see that scramble there by Shuchuk. I'm sorry, by Costa.
Rumble by Costner. Not very pretty, but it worked. It got him 4 yards.
Yeah.
Now it's 4th down. See if they go for it. They bring in the kicking game again.
Costa built like a little fullback there. Got into the open field. I don't think you want to see that guy. I played safety.
Little fullback.
Yeah, yeah. I played safety. I wouldn't want to get in front of that guy in the open field.
So, Twin City Jets going to push the chips right into the middle of the table and go for it on this 4th down and 6. We approach the 9.5-minute mark in the 3rd quarter.
4 wide set again for Twin City. With a back next to Costa.
Costa gets the snap. Scrambles a little bit. Throws it. A wobbly pass. And it's incomplete. Intended for
Brooks again.
Devlin Brooks.
Well, great pressure.
And now the Chicago Chaos will have terrific field position.
He rolls away, rolls right into the defender, and he gives himself a bad lane to throw it into. Great job by the Chaos. Very athletic team, the Chaos, very strong team, and they weren't shooting themselves in the foot for once.
So, interesting right here. Chaos about 35 yards away from going up 21-0 on the Twin City Jets. We're live from Joliet Memorial Stadium in Joliet, Illinois. Mid-States Football League action. The home of your Chicago Chaos playing their first game in this league against the Twin City Jets. Also their first game in this league. 1st and 10 here for Chicago Chaos. They hand it off to Hodges. In move, out move to the 30. Still on his feet to about the 26-yard line. He got about 9.
Good play by Hodges. They had a little misdirection going. And it feels like we haven't called his name in ages. It's only halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the Chaos offense hasn't been on the field at all really in this quarter. Literally.
Yeah, literally. They had the fumble on the punt return, and then they forced the punt, but it was a penalty. And more of this no huddle from Chicago.
Everyone moved but the center in that one.
Yeah.
False start on the Chaos. So that erases that very good first down gain right there by Hodges and bag them up 5.
That was one of the more strange false start penalties. Like 10 guys moved. The one guy that did move was the one guy that had the ball. So.
We've had a lot of miscommunication problems like that on both sides where you got like everybody moving except for the guy that can start the play, the center. 2nd down and 8. Jarrell Johnson in the backfield with Suchuk. He throws it behind Beatus out in the flat. Pass is incomplete. The replay.
We see that the Jets had a good defense on this. They did see the screen coming, so he was ready to get it jacked up if he caught that ball or not. So it might have been a good no catch for a spleen.
I would like to see more runs out of Chicago here. You have the lead. You run the clock. Get out of here with the win. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, and Hodges doing a great job. Up the middle, there's no one really
Exactly.
back there for the Jets.
Suchuk.
Oh.
Bad snap. He picks it up at the 45, and they pick him up and throw him down hard at the 49-yard line. Terrible snap by the center that time.
Yeah, it just goes right past Suchuk.
And Colton Dowich.
It was almost to the left of the running back. Pretty impressive.
I'm sorry, number 54
Yeah,
right there.
Blumenshine.
Andrew Blumenshine. He got there and he had some bad intentions when he caught up with Michael Suchuk.
That's it. He's had a couple nice plays, too.
Suchuk is actually walking to the sideline. 4th and 25.
The doctor is out, but she turned away.
I guess they wanted to almost give him one of those concussion protocol looks, but he looks to be all right. He waves the trainer and the doctor off. Chicago Chaos will be looking to punt now.
You see that snap from to the left of the halfback, I believe, unless I'm misreading that play.
Blumenshine shot out of there like a rocket once he got out of there. Once he saw the ball was loose. And finished off Suchuk in the backfield. That's how they teach you to do it. Great open field tackle by Blumenshine.
So the Chaos squander a golden opportunity to go up 17 or possibly 21 points on the Jets. They started the ball off at the Jet 35-yard line, and they actually bag up 13 yards. So now here's the punt.
They were for almost
Dominic
field goal range.
Kozlowski, who hasn't had a lot of work since that first quarter. Punt end over end, almost straight in the air.
Yeah.
Wow. And wow.
Twin City bounce.
And this punt went about 4 yards. It's at the 49. They're going to mark it at the 49 of Twin City.
Good play by Dominic Kozlowski because that ball was bouncing.
Yeah.
back.
You ever seen a punter down his own punt?
I think in the Northwestern Michigan game one time I saw
I
that.
mean, Dominic Kozlowski just downed his own punt.
It's kind of like Brett Favre catching his own pass.
Yeah, that
You
was
shouldn't
his
see
first
this.
career pass.
Right.
That punt actually went, I believe, -3 yards.
Wow. But look at that. It took a huge Twin City bounce. It almost went back across midfield, but he was able to save it and keep it on the Twin City side of the field.
Well, nice hops. You should not.
Yeah.
Hunter can't jump.
Kozlowski might have been better off having Twin City block, though.
Right.
So here's another golden opportunity for the Twin City Jets to get in this game after a negative punt right there by Kozlowski. They're going to start at the 49-yard line.
Well, that was one thing I did notice in the pregame. The wind was catching a lot of kicks and sort of throwing them back. I saw Thomas, he was kicking some field goals earlier. They were going to go through and the wind would literally catch them and throw them back about 5 or 10 yards.
You can't see that screen right now, but there are flags attached to the field goal post, and they are streaming
Yes,
right
they
to
are.
left on your screen. So right into the wind where the Cavs are headed.
We have a whistle. We also have a new quarterback in for the Jets.
Got Fisher.
LaRon Carroll is the
LaRon
quarterback.
Carroll, yeah. Fisher and Carroll are both back there. We've seen LaRon Carroll sort of, he came in on that screen play earlier where Coster threw the backward screen. So obviously he's a bit of a dual threat guy for this Twin City team.
Twin City right now looking for any kind of threat down by 14. 1st and 10 at their own 49. They hand it off to Utley. He's got a yard, maybe 2. Tackled by Carl Young, the linebacker for the Chaos.
The 2-back set there for Twin City. Hands it off to Utley. Utley powers it up there. Picked up about 2 on that one.
You've
Like
seen
you
a
said.
lot of extra back sets and a lot of bringing in tight ends
Yes.
just to block. They don't even go after the passes. So they're realizing they
Hurry
can't
up
block them
offense with LaRon Carroll now. Darren Utley in the backfield with Matthews.
Oh, blitz. Blitz from Chicago.
It is.
What a blitz.
Carl Young in around the corner. Got him down at the 47-yard line. And here's another 3rd and long coming up for the Twin City Jets. Is this Chaos defense very stout tonight?
Carl Young almost shot out of a cannon the way he turned the corner on the edge there. Got right into the backfield, sniffed the play out, and brought him down to the backfield for the loss.
You see that quarterback, the wheels turning his head. He can't throw the weight. He's still in the pocket, and there's a big guy running behind you.
Yeah. As we get a look at that play, Carl Young, look at him. He reads the snap, and he
Nobody blocks him.
just beat the snap. Actually, almost got it offsides. Did a great job reading, turns the corner, and he's just too quick for any lineman in that scenario.
3rd down and 12 for the Twin City Jets right now. 46-yard line. Carroll. See if he can convert and keep him on the field. 3rd and 12. Carroll throws it. Incomplete.
Marcus Lashley, the intended
Marcus
receiver.
Lashley, intended receiver.
It's going to be a late hit call for Chaos.
We might have another one of these
3rd down.
mental flags, as Chris pointed out, on the 3rd down.
You got to make that play if you're Marcus Lashley. Remember, we saw the play earlier by Coster. He had a man open in the end zone, and he dropped it too. So Twin City, they've had their chances tonight, but they've just had a few errors, a few mental errors, whether it be on penalties, and then they've had a few just fundamental errors with catching the ball in this game.
I think this penalty's going against Twin City.
I don't know. I see Chicago backing up about 10 to 15 yards.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Oh, it is on Chicago.
Yeah.
Another personal foul.
Yeah, there were 2 penalties called. They declined the first one. That's what I got out of that.
And another dead ball penalty by the Chicago Chaos. To keep the Twin City drive alive. Look at the replay.
He threw it out of bounds. The receiver missed it, and then they have a hard hit at the end.
Look at the play
This is
from
a better
Young.
play. This is a better play.
Yeah, that's the play from Young earlier.
That was a terrific sack right there. Carroll ready for the snap now. 1st and 10.
3 wide set.
That penalty moved the ball inside the
Another
Chaos
blitz.
40. Carroll throws it high and
Oh.
incomplete.
These defensive backs for the Chaos, they're very strong and very fast. If you're going to throw something up, you have to start praying.
Yeah, especially when you throw the ball in the quadruple coverage.
So they had 2 guys coming at him, so he knew he had to get rid of the ball soon. That's going to give you a hard time as a quarterback. So good job by the line to put the pressure, and good job by the DBs to finish the game or job.
As the next safety, I'm proud to see that all 4 DBs swarming to the ball, trying to get that one as it got knocked in the air. Good play by the Chaos secondary.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Twin City Jets. Just inside the Chaos 40. Down 14-0. About 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here from Joliet Memorial Stadium.
3 wide set with a tight end for Twin City here.
Carroll in the backfield with Utley back there with him. He throws it, pump fake, looking to run. He won't be able to do anything. He lost a couple.
Well, great job for Sue
Hit hard by Chris Wilkerson.
by Chris Wilkerson.
What a
because
game he's having. He's been almost everywhere in that backfield for Twin City against Twin City tonight.
Look at the replay. Carroll throwing up. This is the. Oh, that was the
That was a
personal
pass to
foul.
Lashley. Oh, the hit after.
He already had 2 steps after the ball was dropped. You can't have that.
So now 3rd down and long again for the Twin City Jets, and we'll see if the Chaos can do a good job of keeping them off the field if they stop them. A lot of penalties on 3rd down and 4th down so far as offsides and personal fouls.
Oh, Omaha Beef now have a 33-24 edge on the Bloomington Edge. It's now in the 3rd quarter, so game's getting good. Go with Beef.
3rd down and 11 for the Twin City Jets. LaRon Carroll, the quarterback, throwing the ball deep
Oh.
into the end zone.
Oh, let's see. Let's see if they let that one go.
Incomplete.
That looks like a cross on your feet while both guys are looking up for the ball.
Be careful.
Threw the ball in a double coverage.
It was a pretty pass, just wasn't
Incomplete. No flags intended for Malik Harris.
So Carroll has an arm,
Yeah.
and he's pretty quick, so we're not sure about the accuracy just yet.
The accuracy and the decision making so far for the Jet quarterbacks. Really haven't seen them work in cohesion yet.
That's a good point. It seemed like a few times they weren't sure which way to go on their routes, or if he wants to get to the halfback, if he wants to throw it. So they don't quite have that decision-making pat down yet.
Offense still on the field here for Twin City.
4th down and 11. So Twin City going to go for it. Down by 14. Late stages of the 3rd period.
He's got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
Carroll
Good blitz again.
throws it into the chaos sideline.
Good decision.
Way before the receiver that was running that way was ready for it because he was under duress.
Yeah, Carroll had no time to throw that ball. He's got 3. As you see on this replay here, he's going to have 2 Chaos players in his face, and then you got 3 guys in the direction of where he throws it. Great defense by the Chaos. I can't remember a time where a team has dominated a quarter like this, and they maybe had the ball a total of about 30 seconds.
That was Cameron Hall that had the pressure right there for the Chaos.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, the defense is what the Chaos are built on.
Yeah.
But still, you don't see that all in the field for 30 seconds. They did a great job.
Great conditioning from this Chaos defense. None of these guys look tired. We saw Young make a big play, and you see those guys getting after it there as we get a run here for Chicago.
39-yard line is where this drive starts.
C.J. Young,
And they get 5 yards from C.J. Young right there. C.J. Young, the big back out of these Chicago Chaos stable of running backs, 6 feet, 250 pounds.
I've seen a few practices for the Chaos, and those are big guys going real fast. I'm not sure if those guys realize it's only practice, especially Nick Olson, Quennell Johnson, but real good team.
Chaos stay in a hurry-up mode, up 14-0. Young and Johnson are the running backs.
2 wide here.
Shoot throwing the ball deep, got a man open
Oh!
and caught. And still on his feet.
Great job.
Number 80, that is Eric Stevenson.
Stevenson's had a couple of little drops, so that lets me know when to listen.
Terrific catch. Bobbling the ball in traffic and then got up and added a little bit on to the game.
I talked to Stevenson in the pregame. He said, man, I hope you get to call my name a lot today, man. Well, haven't called him much, but there's a big play for Eric Stevenson there, getting his name called here on the broadcast.
Remember, that many plays, he's had the biggest one so far.
Right.
Chicago Chaos now in the red zone at the 20. Full backfield. They give it to Jarrell Johnson, and he is stacked up behind the line. He might have lost about 2.
Good second effort there by Johnson. Just too many Twin City Jets in the backfield.
Look at that replay of that Eric Stevenson catch.
He had a nice job of seeing the balls underthrown, watching all the way in. That's even better catch in slow-mo.
Great concentration.
And then he also got up, too. So a lot of leagues that you're down when your knee hits it down, like college football. So good job thinking.
Heady player. I agree. See 4 wide set here for Chicago with Johnson in the backfield.
Send a man in motion and give it to him on a jet sweep. No, he kept by Shootchuck.
Oh!
And he's running to the end zone. Touchdown. Michael Shootchuck, his second rushing touchdown of the night. And Chicago now leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets.
He just ran over his own lineman. You know this guy's tough then.
What a play by Shootchuck. He fooled me on that one. I thought he gave it to the man on the jet sweep. Nope, Shootchuck keeps it, gets his second touchdown of the night.
And the second time he's fooled us on the telecast making one of these fakes. Jet sweep action with Hodges. Nope, I'm going to run this myself. And no, untouched until he got into the end zone.
If you see 3 guys trail Hodges, once Shootchuck pulled the ball out of his stomach. So great job. That's why Hodges has been so key to the game.
You took that point right out of my head. I was going to say that. That just goes to show how dangerous Hodges can be, where almost the whole front line of Twin City trails him. Shootchuck says, nah, I'm going to keep this one myself, and I'm taking it to the house. Touchdown, Chaos.
So here's Thomas on for his 3rd extra point try. Another high snap. And this one won't get off the ground here. Twin City smothers the holder, Kozlowski, before Thomas can even get to the ball to kick it.
High snap. And once this happens, you need amazing timing. The kicker didn't start right away. And if it did, it would have been blocked anyways. In the MSFL, if you block a kick and return it, you do get a point. So good job snuffing that out in case anything happened.
Oh, all sides here. We have a penalty right here on Twin City. What else is new? Every extra point has had a penalty. Like extra point means
Yeah.
extra penalty.
We had 2 on the opening extra point of the game. So, yeah, you got a point, Joe.
So here's Thomas gonna retry this point after.
Well, I said earlier that it's hard to get special team reps in practice, so they're
Yeah.
doing it in the game instead.
20-0 Chaos on the strength of a Michael Shuchuk rushing touchdown from 20 yards out. His second one of the night.
Shuchuk a smart quarterback. He's done a great job reading when he runs those jet sweep plays.
Kick is good by Thomas. 21-0 Chaos. Hold on.
We got another flag?
Hold on. We have another flag.
Well, it has been a while.
Yeah, at least 23 seconds. For real time.
I wonder what this one is. We're going to see.
Well, as they're deciding, Shuchuk is actually a career wide receiver, so he's playing different positions, not always just a quarterback. And having that extra position knowledge helps him.
Exactly.
That's what I'm telling you.
Penalty looks like it's on the Chaos.
This is brought to you by Iowa Football 365. Please go to the Facebook site for Iowa Football 365, like us, view the show, and support football, professional all around the world. I can't see this much drama for the next one. Because anyone inside is super
Bagged up the Chaos pretty good.
Are they trying to get room for the soccer nets?
Sockerness has been a problem here tonight. Had about 5 Jets players carrying one off the field earlier.
Yes, the linemen were helping out.
Yeah.
They were very helpful. So here's the extra point attempt again by Thomas.
He's kicking that from the 24. That's a 34-yard field goal.
30,
We had
41.
And look at this. Blocked. Kick is blocked by the Jets. And they're trying to pick it up. They don't have it. I don't know who has it. Still loose. Now the Jets have it again, and the player's been whistled dead. And players don't want to get into it. They just tap each other on the helmet.
See, if we got a flag here, you got to look out for those on these extra points. It looks like this one's going to stand.
Looks like Blumenschein was the one who got the block. We've called his name a few times.
Yes, we
54
have.
For the Jets. Another great play, and I thought he almost got the ball again at the end of the play.
Blumenschein on defense and Carroll on offense for the Jets.
So we had a missed extra point, a good field goal, and a mixed extra point on that one.
And don't forget all the great penalties.
Right.
20-0 by the Chaos. Great job so far in their inaugural game to MSFL.
I wonder how many points we've had on extra points that have been negated in this game. How many points have we had on that?
Big 25 is right there.
That's a great question.
Man.
Well, as we're on our break, Lehigh Valley still has won the game, actually, 51-26 with Georgia Firebirds in the National Arena League. Also in the National Arena League, Jacksonville Sharks have crushed the High County Grizzlies, 66-18. Again, Jacksonville is the star of that league. No huge surprise. In the Arena Football League, Philadelphia sold 159-49 over Cleveland Gladiators. Gladiators have had a tough year, and it just keeps going for them. Philadelphia Soul is unbeaten on the season. In the CIF, the playoffs, Dodge City lost by a great game at Texas Revolution. It's 38-35. And you saw our picks. Well, if you watched our show with Mark Knicki and I, we were pretty divided on that one. So it's a great game. And Dodge City pulls it out. It'll be quite the upset as they're getting ready to go for the kickoff.
Kristen Grantham holding the ball here for David Thomas. As the wind picking up again here from Joliet Memorial Stadium. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Chaos leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets.
Short kick.
Short kick fielded by number 14, Devlin Brooks at the 35. And he is down at around the 42-yard line.
They haven't called his name in a while. And when he passes to him a bit.
No, they haven't. It's been like running game with Carroll, then do something else.
Yeah, it's one Carroll to the other Carroll, and then punt.
Yeah.
Oh, penalty.
Yeah, penalty, right.
So let's see if they bring Matthew Coster back in, or they going to stick with LaRon Carroll.
I think they looked a little better with Carroll.
Yeah. He was airing it out. He did a good job airing it out. Had some good some good air under his passes, but unfortunately he wasn't reading it well either. He was throwing them into double coverage. We saw one where there were 4 Chaos players in the area, but luckily for him, Twin City, it only fell harmlessly to the ground.
And we have a penalty on that kickoff, and the referees are
Surprise.
bringing this ball back, way back,
Man.
inside the Twin City 20.
Wow, he took that out to the 42. I wonder where the flag
Still
was.
walking back, and they mark it down at about the 18-yard line.
Wow.
A difference of about 24 yards.
24, yep.
So Twin City had opportunities to get back in this game early in the quarter. Couldn't take advantage of a turnover. Couldn't take advantage of the bad punt. And now they find themselves in a 20-0 hole with 28 seconds left in the third quarter. LaRon Carroll stays on his quarterback.
I look for Twin City to air it out. They're running out of time to get back in this ballgame.
Larry Carroll
And as I say that, they run it.
runs it.
Well, that's their best play. They
Yeah.
don't have enough time to keep
And
doing
he's to the
it, but-
24-yard line, a gain of about 6. As the clock continues to tick toward the end of the third quarter.
This might be the last play of the quarter as the clock runs down.
And they don't look like they're moving with any sense of urgency, and they're going to let this clock wind down to the end of the third quarter. And they'll try to make up their 20-point deficit in the last 15 minutes of the game. As the Chicago Chaos lead the Twin City Jets 20-0 at the end of 3 quarters. We'll be right back.
The Windy City Bulls are the NBA's new developmental league team, and the Illinois Media School is their new broadcast team. Have you ever wanted to direct, shoot, produce, or be on the sidelines doing play-by-play like a pro? Now is your chance with the Illinois Media School's Sports Emphasis program. You'll have the chance to work all 24 home games with the Windy City Bulls. For more information, to be part of the team, go to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
Fourth quarter of the Chicago Chaos inaugural game in the MSFL, leading 20-0 over the Twin City Jets. As that pass right there by LaRon Carroll goes incomplete and out of bounds.
Bit of a game summary here. Chicago leading Twin City 20-0. Big game from Michael Shuchuk. He has a touchdown pass, and he has 2 rushing touchdowns in the game.
I said player of the game might be Hodges, though, for the Chaos. He's
Yes.
been dynamic.
Yes, Devion Hodges was big on those 2 Shuchuk runs as he was able to draw the defense in, allowing Shuchuk to pretty much go right up the gut and into the end zone for 6.
When you're drawing 3 guys as a decoy, you're doing a good job.
Third down and 5 right here for the Twin City Jets. Trying to keep this drive alive and rally against this tough Chaos defense. Carroll in the gun, fumbles the snap but controls it. Now
good throw.
rolling, throwing the ball deep,
Oh, nice catch.
and a catch. A
That-
completed pass, actually.
Jeremy Foster making the catch.
Jeremy Foster, somebody other than Larry Carroll, making a catch for the Twin City Jets right around midfield.
And now you see Twin City. This is exactly what I thought of Twin City. They would start airing it out, but also now they're picking up the offense.
Look at that replay. Carroll almost dropped the snap, then a terrific athletic rollout, and found his man in the middle of the field.
Looked like they were going to go no huddle there, but instead they decided to huddle at the last second.
First and 10 at their own 49. Twin City.
4 wide set. Put a man in the backfield next to Carroll. Oh, man.
He was so offside. He just He just said, "I'll forget it," and turned around.
This one's, I don't know how to even comment that one.
Yeah, that's just one of those. You just throw your hands up and just say,
It
"Well."
was almost like
Well.
he was gonna be unevaded to the quarterback. Then he said, "No, I'm not gonna do that."
You literally
was
turned around.
Enrique Henley,
Oh man.
who was on his way being unevaded, then decided, "Nah, I'm just gonna take the penalty." So it's a 5-yard mark off for the Chaos, and it'll be a 1st and 5 coming up for the Jets.
I don't think Carroll knew what to do with that. He should have snapped the ball and tried to get something, but it just surprised me that offsides.
If I had to say anything that one thing that the Cows need to work on, clearly the penalties. Like, you can't have penalties like that, even up 20-0. This is actually the time to work on that. Work on your discipline with a 20-0 lead.
The Chaos have big goals. They won a championship. Can't do it with penalties.
1st and 5. They hand it off to Larry Carroll. What a block he got from Devlin Brooks. And he's all the way up to the Chaos 40.
That was a beautiful crackback block by Devlin Brooks.
And that's a 1st down also for the Twin City Jets.
So get another look at the play. Brooks, he fakes the route. Nice crackback block. Springs Carroll up the field, and he's got the 1st down.
That was an extra 10 yards just off that block. Defender never saw it coming. Still illegal. Had it across the shoulders. No problem.
The 6-yard play. It might have been one of the better plays of the night for the Jets. So they have a 1st down moving in Chaos territory right now at the 40-yard line. A tad over 13 minutes left in this contest.
4 wide set again for Twin City. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they stayed in the 4 wide the rest of the night.
Here's Carroll. Play action, throwing the ball deep.
Underthrown.
And threw the ball out, but the receiver went in. That was Foster who went in.
Zigged when he should have zagged on that one, Joe. I think the intent was right there. Carroll was looking for Foster on a slant route, but he threw it as if he was supposed to run a bit of a poco there, post-corner route. Unfortunately for Chicago, it falls harmlessly to the ground.
So 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Jets. Down 20-0. Early stages of the 4th quarter. Joseph Gregory along here with Chris Rouse and Mike Hine. First game of the Mid-States Football League era for the Chicago Chaos.
Quick game check in for our friends at Omaha Beef. The score right now, 4th quarter, 2 minutes left. Omaha Beef 36, Edge 30. 2 minutes left again. Great close game.
Exciting contest elsewhere. 2nd down and 10 here. Carroll takes the snap.
Oh,
Throws the
took
ball
a hit.
from the pocket as he get hit. And the ball very underthrown.
And the wide receiver tackled the DB to prevent an
Yeah,
interception.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking, are we going to get offensive pass interference here?
They don't call the OPI. And it'll be 3rd down and long coming up for the Jets.
Carroll took a hit for his troubles on that one.
Really good pressure right there by the Chicago Chaos defensive line. I feel like if you're a defensive lineman right here, you got to love this. Another team down by 20 points early in the 4th quarter. You just